So today we are tying a really nice Spent Spinner Mayfly. I use a size 14 Ahrex freshwater 501. And then for the tail I use tail Fibetts in some way. You can use other like Fibetts if you want to, but I use normal Fibetts. You can find them somewhere, everywhere, and I have them as long as the hook. It's not really important actually, and I tie them in. Then I just pull them in that length I want. And here's a little trick. I use Krystal flash in the size midge. And I take one strand and I pull it careful. So I stretch it. And then I split the Fibetts. One, two, three. Easier said than done when it's so. And then I take this flash fiber up and get them just in one side of each fibers and then lock it. Then you will have an even spread on the tail fibers. And for the body we will use polish quills. In this case I use a color that is golden olive. And spent spinners are quite delicate and thin, so don't overdo the taper of the body. And use because the polish quills is very easy to break, so take it easy and use a nice kind of hackle plier in some way. I use one with a little spring, which makes it easier to control the body, or the quill. Like that. And then to put a little bit strength and durability to this, I use a UV resin. This is the GULFF Thinman. You can also use some kind of varnish, but then you have to wait. So that is why I prefer to use UV resin. Because then you can just put this on and then it's cured, and you don't have to wait for a varnish to get dry. And now for the wing we will use a little special kind of trick. We'll use a CDC feather and I will V-cut it like this, and then we will put the fibers back like this and tie it in, and then we just fibers like this. Perfect. And I take them up and I just cut them. Of course, this is not the wing, but it's a little add to the wing to have it a little extra sexiness. Then you can use polygon, or in this case, as I use yeah, I will write it. I forgot the name actually of this, but I will write it in the description. This is another yarn at least. And if you have problem tying it in, you can do it like you do with Ahrex. You just take this and then get it into shape like this. And you do it with another one. It's almost like tying in rubber legs. Perfect. And then I use some super fine dubbing or some other really fine dubbing, because you want not overdo the head. And I use two and then I take this back and then I just whip finish. And then it's time to shape these wings. I pull them, and when I'm happy about the length of it, I just take the scissor same with this one. And I will shape the wing with a little, I have a curved scissor. So I'm just shaping the wing. It's a little bit tricky when you're tying these small flies. Because you want them to be kind of sexy. So now you have a really nice and delicate spent spinner. You can tie this in bigger sizes if you want to, but it's a kind of difficult tying them in size 16, but it works. But 14, 12, 10, depending the size of the fly. But this is a really nice sexy pattern. Even if it takes a little bit time and it's a little bit tricky, it's very nice to have some of these in your fly box.